very good morning to all. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is time for the Under-16 Girls Grand Final here in the National Junior Classic, live from the State Basketball Centre. It's the Nunawading Spectres taking on the Dandenong Rangers. My name is Jamie Hamilton and I am joined by Victoria Country High Performance Coach Zoe Carr. Zoe, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So you just started your new role as High Performance Coach. Tell us a bit about your role and what you're doing at Basketball Victoria.
Yeah, so basically there have been 4 high performance coaches for across the program, 2 boys, 2 girls, country and metro. And our role is to effectively design a curriculum and implement it across the state, so there's a consistent message for our high performance athletes to give them a bit more of a personalised development process to hopefully ensure we have more of our Victorian players stepping up into or making the transition either to Australian teams in the COE and the like. So it's a really exciting time.
And you've got a few of your girls out here today representing Dandenong. We've got Dallas Luffridge, Maya Healy and Georgia Koopmans, all current Vic Country players. A few others that you're keeping your eye out for in this game and then across the weekend?
Yeah, well, mainly from an under-16 nationals point of view to help out some of our coaches, but it'll be great to see how they handle this sort of a game. It's a big game, so it'll be great to watch. Definitely.
Nunawading winning the tip. Dandenong playing great defense so far, not making anything easy. Shot clock down to 4. Deep threes put up and it's no good off the backboard. Shelton taking the first shot there for the Spectres, and the Rangers bringing the ball up the court. Looking inside to Puok, and that's a bad pass there. And a poor turnover to start off there for the Rangers.
The idea of going in early inside, I mean, have a look at the length of Puok there. Like, the idea is absolutely right. I think that's probably just a little bit of nerves, and hopefully once they settle, we'll be able to be in for a high-quality game.
She's been dominating this tournament so far. Just an absolute energy ball, inside, outside. She can do it all. Can the Vic Metro member. Great defense at the top. Big screen there set. Shot clock's running down. Left-hand runner. Great way there to start. Olivia Morris. Lovely left-hand little runner there, getting the Spectres out of an early jam. Great move, no good inside. Spectres playing good defense here to start, not making anything easy, but the Rangers looking like they're going inside every time. Trying to get Puok started early.
Obviously, a lot of the time the aim of a little half-court press, which they were running there, is to try and, either delay or speed up the offense, and it worked to speed them up. So, even though they didn't come up with the steal as such, I'd say that's a successful defensive play.
Cook being harassed here at the top by Luffridge, not making anything easy for her. Pass inside, plenty of contact, no call. Great baseline cut, layups no good. And a jump ball called there on the rebound. Rangers gonna come up with possession. Bit scrappy here to start early, maybe not used to the 8:30 tip-off.
Yeah, 8:30 tip-off, grand final in a big game, and tournament play. They've played a lot of games in, only a few days. So I think once those first few buckets drop, I think we'll see a different game.
3-point shot was blocked out of the hand. Spectres come up with another stop. Good defense here to start. Court calls direction. Shot clock's ticking down again. Nothing easy coming early from both sides. Little turn, hook, no good. Fight for the offensive rebound. Ball's tipped. And the Rangers are going to come up with possession. Certainly nothing easy going on early. Both teams looking to go inside. Spectres looking at Evie Curtis. Puok has it at the top. She's driving in. Good defense. No call. Offensive rebound. And then a foul's called. And Maya Healy's going to go to the line. Healy, one of your Vic Country girls out of Traralgon. It's tough for these country girls. They want to play VJBL consistently every week, so they're going to have to do their extra long travels to find the closest metro club.
Yeah, well, some of the country associations enter their own teams, but you know, it's been happening for a long time that country players come down and make that commitment. So it's an extra, you know, you really know that players want to do it and want to be basketballers when they make that commitment, and from their parents. So it's fantastic to see.
Especially great seeing some of our Vic Country teams. Deep threes put up and it's no good. But the smallest player on the court, Cook, comes up with the rebound. It's great to see some of the country teams qualifying for the Classic. You know, we've seen Mafra around, we've seen Southern Peninsula, a few Bendigo teams. It's really great to show how strong that basketball is, not only within the metropolitan areas, but also in the country. Absolutely.
You know, I think in the 18s girls, there's 3 country teams alone. So, you know, the more country teams we can have exposed to these sort of tournaments can only mean great things.
Good ball movement there by the Rangers, but the 3-point shot's no good. Scores locked 2 apiece. 4 minutes 40 left in the first quarter. Fouls called there. Luffridge just a little bit too overzealous, trying to make things hard for Cook. Cook almost threading the needle there, but Puok comes up with the turnover, and then a foul's called. That's whistled on Cook. First subs in for the game coming in for the Spectres. Lily Carroll. And then Georgia Varka making her first appearance. Great passing there. Great ball movement by the Rangers. 3-point shots up. No good there. Luffridge with another miss. And then Carroll spills the rebound. Rangers catch a lucky break there.
That was good ball movement and the right shot to take. You know, I think as the game goes on, you'll probably see shots like that go down, but the execution of their receivers and their spacing was fantastic.
Rangers ball on the baseline. They've got a fresh 24 as well. Luffridge puts up another 3. That one also rims out. And then an offensive rebound and a foul called. Evie Curtis is whistled for a little bit too much contact on the rebound. That's her first personal foul. Rangers with another baseline inbound. Looking at Puok. They finally get that inside action to work. She scores her first points of the game, and the Rangers take the lead 4 points to 2 early. Carroll directing traffic at the top for the Spectres. Not a lot of movement going on offense. Big swing pass. Shot clock's running down. Heaves up a 3. And didn't make contact with the ring. Nunawading not quite running offense perfectly there. And Coach Jason Harvey calls a timeout because of it. 2 points to 4. Rangers have the lead. 3 minutes 34 in the fourth. What do you think Coach Harvey's going to be talking to his troops about?
Probably, you know, how to attack that 1-2-2 zone. I think that was a little bit of a shock, which forced a couple of those deep outside shots. So probably about getting, you know, inside penetration through pass or the dribble. So get it inside, outside, and really shift that D to try and open up and crash the boards. You know, a lot of the time against a zone, it's really difficult to box out. So when the shot goes up, really crash those boards and get those easy second chance opportunities.
Nunawading, the reigning champions after winning the Under-16 Girls Classic last year. Their only loss so far this tournament was in their opening game against Dandenong, 45-55. So they're definitely going to be looking to rectify that. Very, very young team, this Nunawading Girls. Quite a few bottom age. And this Dandenong team, star-studded, full of Vic Country and Vic Metro players. looking to definitely cause some damage. Dandenong ball on the baseline. They get it to Puok straight away. She drives in, open lane.
It's a
great
great
move
take
there. It's very long legs, easy, quick first step straight to the ring.
Absolutely.
Nunawading beat the press. Trying to get it short corner. Good ball movement. 3-point shots up. It's a bit short. Puok with another strong rebound. And then a foul called. It's whistled on Georgia Varco. And the Rangers make a few changes. In comes Grace Montgomery and also Georgia Sewell. How good is it to have a player with the length and the explosiveness of someone like Puok on your team?
It's, especially at this sort of age group, it's priceless. I mean, you just saw on that last take then, you know, defense did a great job, but offense was just better at that stage. So, you know, anytime you can get someone with that length and athleticism, you know, you want to grab him as early as you can. She's about to get a dunk here.
Here we go. Fast break. And the foul called on the layup attempt. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That foul whistled on Georgia Varco. And wholesale changes here for the Spectres. Jason Harvey not liking exactly what he's seeing. And Puok goes to the line here, averaging 12.2 points a game. Second in scoring for her team so far this tournament. She misses that first free throw. And when you look at someone like this, who the raw talent is there, what are you looking on improving on a player like her?
It'd just be more than likely. Look, I've only seen most of her this tournament, but you know, just that little bit of touch at the basket. You know, she seems to have that real, you know, aggression to be able to rip in boards and get on the rim. So, you know, just a bit of adaptive finishing, and because once she gets to that next level, you know, there's, you know, the US would have probably 8 players that look just like her and are just as quick. So making sure that she's got the ability to finish on both sides of the floor, off both feet, you know, in different situations, and she becomes difficult, and extending that range too to become consistent.
Shot clock violation there by the Spectres, not liking the defense that Dandenong's playing, and Puok gets blocked at the rim. Spectres pushing it. Carroll slows it down, looking for a good possession here. Struggling to handle the Rangers' length in this zone. Shot clock ticks down to 5. Good defense inside Puok. Might have been out of bounds there. Referee doesn't call it. And then a great take to the ring all the way by Abby Lee Wood.
Whilst Nunawading, you know, weren't successful on that offensive play, the change up to
turn it over again
to put the ball inside and attack the rim was definitely the right one. So it was the ideas right. Hopefully they can keep it up.
Puok finishes at the ring once again. Spectres just get it over in time. We ticked under 1 minute here in the first quarter. Rangers have the lead 11-2. Shot clock down to 5 again, looking to dump it off. Carroll drives in. She's harassed inside. Lee Wood comes up with the steal. And then Montgomery finishes the layup, and Nunawading call another timeout. 42.5 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 13-2. And they really just can't beat that zone that the Rangers are playing. It's too much length. Yeah,
I mean, it's an intimidating zone, but I think the majority of the damage is actually done in the delay press that they're running. You know, that, as you mentioned in the last possession, they're only crossing the halfway line just as it ticks over in that 8 seconds, and then they're trying to set up their offense. the thing against a zone is you need to be able to really shift that defense, reverse the ball, and that takes time. So when you don't have it, it makes it difficult, and you end up with your only option being sort of a rushed last-minute shot. So that's probably what Jason's speaking to them about now, how to break that press a little bit easier, but also on the other end of it, Dandenong are just running out of that zone and just getting too many fast break layups, so they need to take care of that safety to at least be able to contest that shot.
Nunawading, the 2019 National Junior Classic wouldn't be possible without the continued support of Basketball Victoria's partners. We'd like to thank Spalding and One and 2K Sports, and Nunawading, this time, actually Nunawading have the ball. Beating that press a little bit easier that time. Nunawading have brought back on Cook, hopefully to have a bit of experience and composure, and she takes a nice runner, and it's no good. Offensive rebound, plenty of contact, and finishes through it, does Madison Sinclair. She's going to go to the line for an and one. That foul whistled on Georgia Sewell of the Rangers. Sinclair averaging 9.6 points this tournament. Can't finish at the free throw line, but an offensive rebound, and Evie Curtis puts it straight in. Shot clock turned off here. Clock's down to 10, and a turnover, and Cook pushing it. Can't finish at the ring, but she's fouled. Luffridge whistled for a hit on the arm there.
It's a great little change up from the Spectres, and it all started really from that first O-board and putback. Just really lifted their energy, extended pressure, were able to come up with some quick buckets, and all in the matter of seconds. So good on them. It was a great adjustment from their coaching staff, but great from the girls to be able to implement that as well.
Cook hits the back end, and just like that, we're at a 5-point buffer. Buzzer beating threes up, and it's no good. Quarter time here at the State Basketball Centre. The Rangers have the lead, 13-8. Nunawading putting on 6 really quick points there to end the first quarter, and maybe wrestle back the momentum there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, momentum in basketball is fleeting, so we just saw there that, Dandenong were definitely in control. But a couple of little adjustments from Nunawading, and now they're back in it. So it'll be good to see if they can then keep up that defensive pressure and keep looking to put heat on the rim against that zone and get their little low boards and putbacks, because they're free points effectively.
School holidays are the perfect time to get together with your friends. Why not grab your buddies and take part in the upcoming 3x3 tournament thanks to Melbourne United VJBL. To enter your team, head to vjbl.com.au and hit 3x3. We're just about to get underway here in the second quarter. Dandenong Rangers have a narrow 5-point advantage, 13-8 over the Nunawading Spectres. It's the under-16 girls National Junior Classic gold medal game live from the State Basketball Centre. Now, just more of the same from the Rangers. So do you think for this to come out in the second quarter, still playing in that zone?
Yeah, I think they will. I think especially now that they've brought in their starting lineup again, or Puach is back in the game. That's an intimidating length to go at. So I think they'll stay in it because it had been successful and look to run out of it. It's a great start by Nunawading.
Great look there to start the second quarter. Big, deep three, and then a turnover. Momentum definitely looking the way of the Spectres. Dandenong not coming out in that press. Maybe they realising that the momentum is shifting a bit, but still playing in that zone. Shallow corner is no good. Puok bringing the ball up the court, gets the rebound, and brings the ball all the way up. Don't you love when you can see that? Looking to go inside. Nice move. Great finish there. Maya Healy. Quick first step, then goes under the ring. Harassing defense here. 3-point shots up, and another one. Olivia Morris back to back. She's heating up here.
If they start knocking those threes down consistently, they may have to look to make an adjustment on the defensive end. You know, that's what zones do. They give up perimeter shots, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Big swing pass here. Ball goes back where it came from. Shot clocking ticking down to 8. 3-point shots up. No good. Cook pulls down the board. Looks to start the break. Decides against it. Cook thought about it. Pulls it out. Decides to run a set. Shot clock ticks down to 10. Step back 3. And that's no good. Puak pulls down the board again. She's going to run it all the way. Fast break layup's no good, but an offensive rebound. That's no good either. 1-point advantage here to the Rangers, 14-15. Game's heating up. Cook has it. Lovely little floater there, Yoshika Cook. And Spectres take the lead now, first time in the game. Rangers are rattled here, another turnover. Cook has it in the corner. Another 3-point shots up, that one's short, offensive rebound. Sinclair puts it in. Timeout called by the Rangers. Spectres have gone on a little run here. They take the lead 18-15, 5:27 left in the second quarter. What do you think the Rangers need to change up?
Look, you know, if they're going to stay into that zone, they're going to have to do a better job of getting out to the 3-point line and boxing out. A lot of Nunawading that sort of sparked this momentum change were little putbacks. So being able to carry a hand to that, to the perimeter shot, and then taking care of the glass. On the other end, Nunawading are doing a great job of forcing them into similar shots. They're just not hitting them. So they've got to go back to basics, try and put the ball inside, and try and get your high percentage shots to allow your 3-point shots to then start and get on a bit of a roll. So just calm them down a little bit. They obviously like to run, but you know, if it's not there, pull it out and get through your stuff.
Definitely. 5:27 left in the second quarter. Spectres have taken the lead and the momentum, 18-15. Rangers have injected Dallas Luffridge back in the lineup, much like Nunawading injected Cook back in the lineup in the first quarter to try and calm them down a bit and wrestle that momentum back. Luffridge has a top, kicks it to Puok. Nunawading in a zone. Great little step there, Luffridge. Tough finish. But those are the ones that you need to fall when you don't have the momentum and everything's not working. Cook kicks it inside.
So it looks like they've come out of the zone.
Good rip. Nothing going there. Cook has it. Shot clock's ticking down. Shots blocked and a shot clock violation. Great defense there by the Rangers. They changed it up and it worked straight away. Luffridge brings the ball up, defended by Cook. This is going to be a great matchup all morning. Puwok, quick first step. Floater's no good. Gets her own rebound. And then the shot's blocked and they're going to keep possession on the baseline. The shots that were falling early in the first quarter not quite going as well as Puwok might have hoped. corner. Wing three. No good.
Oh.
Off the shot clock. And that basket is not going to count. Much to the dismay of the Dandenong bench. Spectres have the ball. Big screen set on the wing. Quick little floater. Wow, what a great finish there by Olivia Morris. Before you even knew it, the ball was out of her hands and in the ring. Luffridge, big swing pass. Puwok from three. Bit too strong on that shot. Offensive rebound.
Great job.
Count the basket and the foul. Maya Healy. Great finish. And the foul's called, I think it was on Tamsin Perry. Healy misses the bonus free throw. Cook has it, harassing defense. Deep three, deep two, no good. Offensive rebound, rips it out of her hands. Great ball movement. And then a foul called inside. Dandenong have gone to a slightly smaller lineup, still with Puwok and Healy, but the rest not as big. And Nunawading taking advantage of that, getting the offensive boards. They turn it over on the inbound pass to Puwok. Blows the finish there. Everyone's a bit nervous. You can tell there's turnovers and missed shots and
yeah, it's certainly
not catching
become
the
a bit
ball.
more of a game, so there's a bit more urgency from both teams.
Another turnover and another missed layup. Cook has it. She's going to slow it down, get a good shot here. Ball's on the wing. Tough shot there, and it's no good. Luffridge has it. She's pushing the ball. Goes all the way. Tries to find the contact. Can't find it. It's a very up and down game here. Which team's going to slow it down and get a good shot? Deep three. No good. Coach Harvey not looking too happy on the sidelines there. And Puwok gets the finish. Wrestles the lead back in favour of the Rangers, 21-20. Just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Shot clock ticks down. It's at 6. Morris goes baseline. Great finish, Olivia Morris. Kicks it inside. Great seal
pass.
inside, Maya Healy. The big-to-big pass is one of my favourite things in basketball.
Well, big seem to know where the other big wants it, so it was an impressive pass, great seal, and an excellent finish. So I don't think Dandenong need to be too concerned about their offensive end at this point. Obviously, shots aren't going down as much as they'd like, but they're getting the looks, and that's half the battle. So if they can just stay calm and stay with it, those shots will definitely drop.
And that's when it's incredibly handy to have that state experience, or those players in the state squad. They play together a lot, and they know they can take control on the court and
exactly
calm
right.
the younger ones down. As another turnover on an inbound pass. Luffridge pushing it all the way, dumps it off, and the Spectres come up with a steal. Carroll taking control at the point now. Shot clock ticks down to 10. Not a lot going on offense. Down to 3. Shot has to go up. Tough shot. Puwok with another block. And the Rangers pushing it in transition again. and Puwok another missed layup at the ring. I guess that's what you mean about the fine-tuning everything. And
yeah, I mean, on the run, that's a difficult catch to change direction to get on the rim. It's outstanding that she's got the ability to do it. Now it's just a matter of working on the finish and making sure that, you know, teams are punished when they don't have their D-trans intact to look after her.
Free throw line jump shot's no good. Dandenong with the last shot. Luffridge is going to slow it down. Quick first step. Foul's called. And the bucket. Foul's whistled on Georgia Varco. That's a coach killer, that one.
It sure is.
Almost could have been a Dandenong ball on the sideline. But Luffridge hits the free throw. The bonus free throw. 4 seconds left in the first half. Just going to dribble it out. Half-time here at the State Basketball Centre. Dandenong have wrestled back the lead 22-26. And it was just a game of runs.
It really was.
A bit scrappy through the middle.
Olivia Morris from Nunawading has been outstanding whenever they've really been struggling or really needed a score. She seems to have come up with it. So really impressed with what she's been able to do. Dandenong have been, as I said before, been able to get the looks that they want. They've been out on the break a lot, missing some layups that they'd probably normally make. So I think if they just continue that pressure at the defensive end and keep looking to run, they'll still be able to tick the scoreboard over. But, you know, Nunawading, great little change up against the zone as well, looking to get inside, outside, and their shots became wide open shots as opposed to contested shots, which they were getting at the beginning. So it's been a real battle, I think, from both groups, but they're the kind of games we love to watch, right?
Absolutely. Now, Basketball Victoria Country Associations, take note. The Under-12 Skills Days are back and are designed to offer junior basketballers the opportunity to receive top coaching and develop their skills at an elite level. Know of anyone who was born in 2008 or 2009 and can fall into that bracket? Head over to bvcc.net, bvcc.net.au for more information. Now, switching gears a little bit. Obviously, you're the head coach of the Knox women in the NBL 1. How's your team going, and how are you finding the new competition?
Look, the girls are doing a great job. You know, Knox has been outstanding with stepping up back from the Big V up into the NBL 1. Having been in Seabull for so long, they were really excited to get back to that top level. You know, season-wise, the girls are doing a great job. We've had, as all teams have, we've had players in and out, injury, national commitment, 3-on-3, all different types of things. But we're sitting third at the moment, so we come into a little bit of a tough run of games in a part of our season. But, you know, they're a resilient bunch, and, you know, no matter who we're playing against, who's in, who's out, they don't seem to care, which is great. So they're a really fun group to coach, so hopefully we can go deep into finals.
And how good is it having a player? How scary or anything having coaching a player like Lauren Scherf? Yeah,
well, I coached Lauren last year, and she's just been working so hard on her game, so it's fantastic. It's, you know, we find ourselves sometimes being a little too perfectionist as coaches. You know, she had a 33-26 game last week, and I'm still looking at her going, hey, there's some, you know, moves you should have made here, or there's some things you should have done here, which is probably a bit unfair, but she's fantastic. So and really brings her team into the game as well. She's often high on assists as well, so it's just it's great to be able to have the opportunity to coach players of that caliber.
A foul whistled on Lily Carroll, and then a great finish inside by Grace Montgomery. We're underway here in the third quarter at the State Basketball Centre. It's the Under-16 Girls National Junior Classic gold medal game. Nunawading taking on Dandenong. tough move inside, just rims out, almost an offensive rebound. And then Sewell pulls down the board. Luffridge pushing the ball, takes it all the way, almost finishes the and one, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Another foul whistled on Lily Carroll. And subs in for the Spectres. Cook coming back in, as is Sinclair. Luffridge hits the first free throw, dominating this tournament so far. 19 points versus Keilor, 18 points versus the Southern Tigers, and hits both of her free throws. Leads now at 8 for the Rangers, 22-30. Cook injected back into the lineup for the Spectres to hopefully slow things down and take some control of her team.
Ooh.
Strong move inside. A little bit too overzealous. Big forearm. And the old, what do you mean? I didn't foul. There was no...
To be honest, whilst it's an offensive foul, I don't actually mind it. It's aggressive. She's trying to get at the rim, trying to take on the big girls. So, you know, sometimes it's worth testing, see what the referees are gonna give and what they're not. And okay, now we know and we play around it.
Curtis whistled for that foul there. Morris checked back in for the Spectres, looking to provide more of a spark. Luffridge, great move there. Puok, deep 2, no good.
I think the Dandenong coaching staff need to be commended. A lot of the time we get a player like Puok and, you know, she's inside the key and that's all she does. You know, she clearly has the freedom to shoot the perimeter shot, which she needs for her development, and to get on the rim. So, you know, it's great that they're giving her that freedom and helping develop her game.
That foul whistled on Luffridge. That's her 3rd personal foul, something that the Rangers need to be aware of. If she fouls out, then that really might swing the momentum, because she definitely looks like every time she's on the court, she's taking control. She's got that real on-court leadership presence.
Absolutely, and she's pushing the tempo. Like she's controlling the tempo of the game. So it'll be interesting to see how Dandenong fare with her on the bench.
Shot clock down to 10. Cook kicks it inside. Strong move there, Evie Curtis. She's not worried about that last offensive foul. She's still going to take it strong to the ring. Spectres back into a zone. 3-point shots up. No good there. Spectres can be happy with that defensive possession. Nothing coming easy at the moment. Cook takes it all the way to the ring and gets the friendly bounce. She's going to go to the line to convert an and one.
That's a great take and a tough finish through contact. So that sort of ability to finish, you know, take the hit and still be able to get that friendly roll it's a real skill. So at speed, it's definitely a real skill. So that is a fantastic take.
Catherine Harvey whistled with that foul. As the ref's just going to have a quick chat. Earrings. If you're playing at this level, you got to know you can't be wearing earrings on the court.
Or just don't get your ears pierced. I never got my ears pierced. Never had time to leave them in, so.
Cook to the line, trying to convert an and one, trying to cut this lead back to 3. And she does. Rangers looking for a good possession here. Spectres full of energy after that. Deep 3, no good. And Cook slowing it down once again, trying to get a good possession here. Great dribble moves there.
Dandenong looking to bring Luffridge back into the game. It's a risk, but you know, we've got to be able to learn how to play with fouls and and still impact a game. So it'll be great to see how she goes with this.
Strong offensive rebound from Montgomery, but then she can't convert. Morris has it at the top. Turns it over. Cook, good defense. Another offensive rebound, great finish. Georgia Koopmans, another one of your Vic Country girls out of Warragul.
Sure is.
Leads out at 5 now for the Rangers. Morris has it on the wing. Kicks it to the corner, don't want to keep the ball there. Curtis misses that tough shot. Rangers pushing it in transition. Spectres do a great job of getting back and cutting off that fast break. Tough move there. Might have been a travel, but it's not whistled. Shot clock ticks down to 5. Spectres playing a great defensive possession. Nothing's coming easy. Tough shot, and it's no good. Spectres can be very happy with that defensive possession. Nothing coming easy inside or outside. Spectres really looking to get it inside into Curtis. Curtis has it, free throw line jump shot. Great possession there by the Spectres, using the whole 24 seconds. Great pass inside to the big. Dandenong's bigs really know how to use their size and their strength and get a good shot every time.
Well, I heard a fun fact during the weekend actually, and I'm not sure if it's true or not, that Maya Healy is a wood chopping champion, which would explain the strength.
I did see that.
So
cross-court pass. Catherine Harvey with the tough bank shot from the shallow corner. Yep. Basketball, wood chopping, and netball.
Good Lord.
Doing my research last night, there is not much she can't do. But I guess there's not a lot to do out in Traralgon.
Oh, come on, that's a bit unfair. I'm sure there's plenty to do. But I think
she can definitely do basketball.
Absolutely, and I think having those sort of multi-sport players, you get the you can see her strength on the floor. She gets a bump and it's like it's nothing because her core and her upper body is just so strong. So there is a lot to be said about taking physical attributes out of playing other sports.
Well, the footwork in netball and
you used to probably alienate half the viewership here, but James Hurd used to do ballet, and you saw the way he moved on a football field.
Definitely.
Was just, the balance was insane. So, I think it's definitely something that's great for the development of our athletes. If other sports want to make them better at things for us, well, fantastic.
And I guess you see that a lot in the younger, especially in the younger age groups. You've got the boys and the girls playing different sports. They're playing basketball, but also playing football, playing soccer, playing cricket in the summer. And
yeah, absolutely. And I think it's just as long as they stay with basketball, we're fine.
Spectres ball on the baseline. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's a 7-point advantage to the Rangers. Dandenong coming out in that press again, not making anything easy. Lucky bounce there. And Curtis finishes inside. Doesn't matter how you get them, as long as you get them.
Exactly right.
Corner 3. Knocks it down. Abby Lee Wood. That's a missed assignment there by the Spectres. Just leaving a three-point shooter wide open in the corner. Cook has it. Trying to get it inside again, Curtis. Great tipped hand there. And the Rangers are going to come up with possession.
whilst she turned the ball over there, Curtis has been impressive, really putting pressure on those bigs. So, taking it at him, as you said before, not afraid of, a bit of contact and or getting blocked, and those sort of players become really difficult to guard because they're just always at you.
Cool. In the corner, knocks down the three. Your eyes must be lighting up every time you see things like that.
It's great to see. There we go.
Loffridge comes up with the turnover. Nice shifty finish inside.
It is a luxury for Dandenong to have that sort of length on the front line of a press. Not just with Puak, but
Carroll hits the deep two, toe on the line.
But Kumpans as well. It'd definitely be daunting to look at as a point guard.
And I guess we're seeing that more and more in basketball these days. These players who can go anywhere from 1 to 5, harassed inside, fouls called. But seeing those, the Ben Simmons type players who, maybe not in under 16 girls, but you see a 6-7 point guard.
Yep.
You'll see a big who can shoot the 3 ball like Puak has been doing the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then can get the ball off the rebound and push it in transition the whole way.
Exactly, and that's what I said before is impressive from the coaching staff here, because sometimes allowing those players the freedom to do those things for their development doesn't win you games. But he's finding a way to win games and also develop talent, so it's great to see.
Puak driving to the ring, gets fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Georgia Varco whistled with that foul. That's her 4th personal. And then when bigs can hit free throws as well.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It's always a great luxury. Shouldn't be a luxury.
It shouldn't.
But it is.
But it is.
And just as I say that, the commentator's curse. She misses the second.
That's your fault. You owe her a point.
Oh, that happens every week I commentate. I talk up a player and then they miss their free throw. Turn around, corner shots no good. Shot clock's turned off here. Rangers gonna look for the last shot of the quarter. Who are they looking at? Oh, she's gonna take it all the way.
No,
kicks it to the corner. Just misses that shot. Pulls down, fights for the rebound. Nunawading dribble it out. 3-quarter time here at the State Basketball Centre. Dandenong have brought it out to a 12-point advantage, 33-45. Dandenong definitely with the momentum for the majority of that quarter, going inside and outside. And
yeah, I think they got on the break. They went back into that delay press, which made it difficult for Nunawading, and were able to get layups to help push that lead open. But Nunawading, we've seen how quickly they can pile points onto the board. So whilst sometimes you like to take a little bit of an exhale at 12 points, they won't want to take it for long, because Nunawading have definitely come out, I think, in this 4th quarter looking to really peg this back.
The July school holidays are right around the corner, and what better time to spend with your friends than competing in 3x3 basketball. The Melbourne United VJBL are hosting a 3x3 tournament at the State Basketball Centre. Entries close June 27. Head to vjbl.com.au, and hit 3x3. Now, speaking of 3x3, do you like 3x3 tournament? How do you think it's changing basketball? How do you?
It is. I really enjoy the concept of 3-on-3. I think it does great things for the development of our players. I mean, you look at Beck Cole, for instance.
Wow,
and
what a season she's having.
Yeah, the change that's made in her game. So I think it's, and giving players another avenue to get to a national level as well. At the end of the day, in terms of the opals, 12 of them will be opals at the one time. So giving other players that are, great, they just have a bit of a unfortunate circumstance that they live in a basketball country that has such high talent. Giving them the option to be able to get to that national level, I think, is a great thing. in terms of teaching concepts of our sport, I think it's excellent.
Shot misses inside. Rangers pushing the ball in transition, and I think more you see it more with the men that it's not the players that are playing for the Boomers. You know, you see Tom Wright, Andrew Steele, these NBL one amazing talents, but they're not a Ben Simmons or a Paddy Mills there.
Yeah, and
they're still going out and dominating and winning tournaments for Australia.
Exactly right, and I think it's just that added opportunity for players to reach that level of ones that may not be given that opportunity. And look, over the development, we're new to 3-on-3, so over the years that may change. But
it's handy when you've got a player like Bet Cole straight out of the bat who can come and represent Australia. That foul whistled on Puwok, and Perry's going to go to the line. We won't talk about that free throw. Second one just rattles out. Luffridge out on the court, taking control for the Rangers. Gets it back, thought about it, drives in, kicks it out to the wing. Inside, outside. Mid-range jump shots, no good. Strong box out there, Tamsin Perry. It's tough fighting off the length of Puwok, but she does it incredibly well. Cook with a three straight on, banks it home. It might be a public holiday, but the banks are still open.
I was waiting for it.
Doesn't matter how you get them, once again.
Exactly right. Still worth 3 at the end of the day.
Nunawading are definitely going to need a few more like that. Puwok takes it all the way, no good. And she's got the confidence that that won't affect her at all.
No.
She'd take this one if she could. Decides to kick it off to the wing instead. Rangers back in that zone. Nothing easy there. She goes again. A little bit to the left. And Puwok pulls down the board, and Coach Harvey's not happy. Luffridge has it at the top. Calling directions. Great spin move. Kicks it inside. Spectres read that one well. Shot clock ticks down to 5. That shot no good. Spectres great defensive possession there. And they're going to need plenty more of those if they want to fight back this 10-point lead. Timeout called by the Rangers, trying to cut off that momentum. 5 minutes 34 left in the fourth quarter. It's a 9-point advantage to the Rangers, 36-45. Is it panic stations yet for the Spectres?
I don't think it's panic stations, but I think getting up the floor a little bit and trying to assert themselves on the game is probably it's about time for that. Granted, Dandenong are doing a good job of breaking the press, but they're taking early shots and they're missing, so that's just as successful as coming up with a steal. So being able to create more possessions to be able to give them an opportunity to string back this deficit. But I think what we'll see is a little bit more of an offensive structure here from the Spectres, and find a specific shot. I wouldn't be shocked if they're going at Olivia Morris. She was pivotal in the first half, and look to really gain that momentum. It's certainly shifting towards them. But we'll see how they come out of this timeout.
So if you're at the helm now, if you're Jason Harvey, you'd come out in a full court press or something just to.
Well, it's our
shake
ball,
things up?
but yeah, I would make sure we get a good score. So break through this press here, and make sure we get a good score. Not necessarily a full court press, but definitely full court pressure to be able to speed them up a little bit and get them to take some poor shots. And hopefully then be able to capitalise on it.
Just like that.
Just like that, yeah.
Rangers coming out and disrupting it straight off the bat. Easy turnover. Ball's kicked inside. Strong move. No foul called there. And the Spectres come up with possession. Shelton heaves up the 3 and it's no good. Offensive rebound, straight back inside. Pulwalk just too long. And Luffridge comes up with it, slowing it down. 4 minutes 45 left in the game. 9-point advantage to the Rangers. Shot clock down to 7. Luffridge has it at the top. Takes it all the way. Euro step. Great block. Corner 3.
That's unfortunate
It's
for
so
Nunawading.
unlucky for the Spectres. 23 seconds of great defense. Cook kicks it to the corner. And Morris just returns 3 points right back. Luffridge
Great
kicks
pass.
it inside. Great look. Maya Healy left wide open under the basket. Don't know how that happens. Leads out at 12 now for the Rangers. Cook has it, kicks it to the free throw line. Little runner, and it's no good. That's a good look, though. That's the kind of shots that the Spectres are looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Attack through that high post and look to get some high percentage shots, but they're starting to come to change up time now. They've really got to get the shots they want when they want them, and really lock down at the defensive end.
Curtis reading that inside pass well, tips it out. Rangers ball on the baseline. 14 on the shot clock. 3-point shots up, just rims out. Cook pulls down the board. Morris has it. They're going to be looking for her for a few threes. Try and wrestle this lead back. Referee's just conferring. Spectres have the ball. That was a 50-50 there. Well, got to give it to the team that's down. Make it a bit interesting. Morris has it. Kicks it inside. Bad pass there. Luffridge read that like a book. Wide open lane to the ring. And she's going to convert. Spectres cannot afford too many more lackadaisical passes like that. Cook almost turns it over. Morris has it at the 45. Shot clock ticks down to 11. Calls for the screen. Ignores it, takes it all the way, heaves it way high. And that's no good. But Spectres come up with it. Deep 3 shots up. Didn't realise the shot clock had reset. Pulwalk has it. 2-on-2 here. Great block there. And then they keep it. Almost turn it over. And then they do turn it over. And Luffridge thought about it, but she pulls it out.
Smart from Luffridge. Long offences suit Dandenong right now. They don't need to panic or rush. They've got the advantage. So really smart from the point guard.
Almost loses it there. Shot clock down to 6. And then a bad foul there by the Spectres. That's a poor foul there, Evie Curtis. Playing great defense. And then a bailout foul there. Bit of confusion over the timeout. But a timeout whistled by the Spectres. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 14-point advantage. Now is it panic stations?
Yeah, they need to make a change. They've
not
got to
panic
get up.
stations. You don't want to say panic stations.
But to have a chance to get into this game and potentially win it, they need to make a change. They need some full court pressure. They need to, again, be assertive. Look to get some deflections and some quick steals and some quick scores. Dandenong are doing a good job of taking the air out of the ball and using their full 24. Which, as I mentioned before, is exactly what they want to be doing because they have the advantage. They don't want to go negative. If a shot's there, they want to take it. But if they've the longer they can take off the clock, the better it is for them. So you know, whether it's a press, whether it's just trapping the ball, whatever it is, Nunawading need to get up and start to apply some of that pressure. You know, it could go either way. It could, in these situations, they could get the lead back and maybe potentially win the game or send it to OT, or it could blow them out to, you know, 20 to 30 points. That's the risk you run.
Yeah.
You know, if you want the chance to win the game, you've got to take that risk.
You have to go double or nothing at this point.
That's right.
All or nothing here. Rangers ball on the sideline. And a fresh 24. That's the most important part for them. Shot clock ticking down. Got to 2-1. And then poor foul there by Evie Curtis. But the Rangers have the ball. It's in the hands of Puok. Good ball movement looking inside. Swing pass. 45-3, no good. Puok pulls down the board once again. And they're going to run some more time off this clock.
So I'd like to see someone from Nunawading just go track the ball, go make something happen, force Dandenong to make decisions. At the moment, they're doing whatever they want. So hopefully...
Another offensive rebound.
That's a killer.
Abby Lee Wood pulling down her own missed shot. And just like that, a minute has gone off the clock. Luffridge takes the three. No good. Perry pulls down the board. Cook has to push it now. It's do or die for the Spectres. It's in the hands of Morris. Trying to find a shot. Can't find anything. A foul called on the baseline. Puwok with a bit of a hold. Could have gone either way, that one.
I would have liked to see that be let go, to be honest. You know, that big chance she was about to get a layup on that. And whilst, you know, letter of the law, that's what it is. But in this sort of a game where they need scores, let's let that one slide.
Curtis, tough shot. Good finish over the outstretched hand of Puwok. 57 seconds on the clock. 12-point advantage to the Rangers. Luffridge has it. Slowing the ball down, not letting anything easy happen for the Spectres. Looking inside, great dump pass. Great finish through the contact. Maya Healy, strong move. That foul's called on Madison Sinclair. It's her third personal foul, but with 37 seconds left, that doesn't particularly matter as much. Healy goes to the line, trying to convert the three-point play. Gets the friendly roll. And then a few subs in for the Rangers. So Dandenong are going to go through this tournament undefeated with some big wins as well. A 41-point win earlier in the tournament. Curtis inside. Nice finish there.
She's been great. Her ability to use her body and get on the rim has been fantastic, and her aggression has been outstanding. So she can certainly hold her head up high at the end of this game.
Rangers just going to dribble it out here. Plenty of ball movement. So Nunawading are going to lose the grand final. So three-point shot goes up and it's no good. And that's the game. Dandenong are your new NJC gold medalists after defeating the reigning champions, the Nunawading Spectres, 42-55. Great team performance by the Rangers. Had a few very handy finishes inside and outside. And then Evie Curtis, strong performance for the Spectres. we're going to throw down to our on-court reporter, Steve, who has the Dandenong coach, Lloyd Clayman.
Here with Lloyd Clayman, under 16 National Junior Classic champions with the Dandenong Rangers. What are the emotions like? What was the message to some of the girls pre-game?
Yeah, everything starts and stops with our defense. You know, whether we're playing man or zone defense, we get a lot of our offense off our live ball turnovers, so we push the ball up the court. When we were running, it was good. Early on, the game was a little gluggy, really slow. They were using a lot of the shot clock, and we struggled with that a little bit. Yeah, when we get it running, we can score in bunches, and that's what tends to happen. We weren't shooting the ball real well. We finally hit a 3 late in the game, so we didn't hit a lot of threes, so it worked out in the end.
Thank you very much, Steve. Always a few technical difficulties, but we make it through. Minutes.
home stadiums training sessions. So a big shout out to all the coaches, assistant coaches and team managers, and of course the long-suffering parents and grandparents and relations that do all the driving. Well done to you. We'll start off with our bronze medals. Can I have forward, please, the coach from the Eastern Mavericks. Sorry, yes. Let's get the winners out, right? You might want to wake up eventually. Welcome to the Kilo, coach.
I just want to thank Basketball Victoria for a great tournament. It's been amazing. To Danny from the winners, well done girls. You've set for great tournament and Charlie, what a great job. I think you girls have played the tournament. I've got to see you play a couple of times and I'm looking forward to getting into the next league. To my girls, I'm really proud. I think that we've really improved the team over a few days, so I'm looking forward to having a good crack and trying to get a championship. So first off the bat, Jonesy. Lexi. Bella. Macy. Hugh. Jackie. Abby. Assistant coach, Monique. And Sophie. And I just want to thank my team manager, Kylie. You are the blue. Where is she? Come here, Kylie. You are the blue. Thanks,
All right, ladies and gents, we'll get on to silver medals. Can I call out Jason Harvey from Nunawading?
Firstly, congratulations to Daniel. As the deal comes in, we've got Jason again. So, congratulations to It's been a hard season so far, and we're putting together really well. And pretty much just the awards for all the people we've done. So I'll put one on time. Yoshi! Sarah. Jan. Lily. Amy. Penny. Lee. Yes.
Thanks, Jason. Well done, girls. All right. This is the man in the moment out here, the coach of our championship, Dandenong, Lloyd Clayman.
First of all, I'd just like to thank some of the team. We had a really tough semi-final with them last night. They're a fantastic team. They really made it play. Nunawading, second time we had to play in this, and it was a tough 2 minutes both games. Every time I thought we were getting on top, they just kept coming back at us. And I know they've had a lot of injuries, but it's credit to their coaching staff and the girls. It's just next person up, and they just keep coming at you. And I'm looking forward to having a few more battles with you during the season, so great job. For my girls, I'm just really proud of you. It's a long season, and you work real hard, and you got to put up with me. So you put up with me very well, but I'm just really proud of you. You're national champions. Nobody can ever take that away from you. Great job. I'll call the girls up. Jess, come on up. Holly. Eva. Georgia Sewell. Grace. Abby. Georgia. Nadia. Maya. Dallas. And my assistant coach and manager, Olivia and Kelly, come on up here. Do a great job. And our turn-on player, LT. And I just want to thank the people that run the tournament. The class is an amazing tournament, and it's just great for the teams to come and get this great competition every year. So thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have one last presentation before we leave you alone. That is, of course, awarding the MVP for our under-16 girls for this season. And congratulations to Dandenong, number 9, Dallas Lockridge.
And that about wraps us up here at the State Basketball Centre for the Under-16 Girls National Junior Classic Gold Medal Game. Congratulations to the Dandenong Rangers defeating the reigning champion Nunawading Spectres 55-42. And also congratulations to Keilor, bronze medalists after defeating the Eastern Mavericks in the gold medal game. And Dallas Luffridge, the MVP, and thoroughly deserved MVP, don't you think, Zoe?
Absolutely. She set the tempo of the game. She organised her team. Defensively, she was a menace. Country represent.
And I think it was more noticeable when she wasn't on the floor.
Absolutely.
Her leadership and like they say, when you're at that next level, the ability, everything just slows down, and it was very obvious when she was on the court, taking control.
That's it. Their offense flowed better when she was in the game. They got the shots that they wanted to get as opposed to what they were given, and that's a huge thing to be able to influence on a game as a point guard. So thoroughly deserved. And
as a true MVP and as a true point guard, makes the rest of her teammates look very, very good. That's all from us at the moment. Stick around. The under-16 boys gold medal game between the Bulleen Boomers and the Eltham Wildcats tipping off in about 20 minutes. I will be back. Thank you very much, Zoe, for joining me. Good luck in your new role.
Thank you.
And stick around. Tip off in about 20 minutes. Bye for now.